Hello everyone, I am the Teenage Investor and welcome to my channel. Today we are kicking off a brand new series where we dive into the lesser discussed sectors of the stock market, highlighting stocks that don't often make the headlines and sharing some of the unique ideas that might just get you thinking. Now, a quick disclaimer, this is not a financial advice or an investment tip. I'm just a young enthusiast sharing my own personal insights and analysis for education purposes and to grow my own understanding of finance. So, grab your notebook and let's begin. Today, we are starting off with a sector which is, I think, the most underrated and less talked about sectors. Yes, the alcohol sector. The entire alcohol sector in India has a market cap of roughly around 2.7 lakh crore. Well, this might not be significant as compared to larger sectors like autos and FMCG. Consider this. India is one of the youngest countries in the world with a rapidly growing youth population. Weddings, concerts, tourism, and year-round festival provides consistent demand, giving this sector a steady boost. The average legal drinking age in India is 21. But here's the key. While the current market cap is substantial, the total addressable market or TAM is much larger, hinting an immense growth potential. Be it a family gathering, office party, special occasions, casual weekends, or even no reason at all, alcohol often becomes a preferred choice for many. Discuss some of the major players in India's alcohol market. Starting up, we have the market leader with a cap of 1.2 lakh crore, United Spirits. On number two, we have United Breweries of 56,000 crore market cap. Next up, we have Radico Khatan of roughly around 35,000 crore market cap. And then we have Allied Blenders and some of the smaller companies that I will discuss in future. Now, before diving into the fundamentals of the company, let us categorize the alcohol sector. Starting up, we have the spirits, which include vodka, rum, whiskey, tequila, brandy, etc. Second up, we have beer with a larger market share in India, and the popular brands are Kingfisher and Hennessy. Next, wine. While wine is a niche category in India with a less than 10% market share, still it is growing steadily and has a potential for expansion. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at the fundamentals of the big four companies in alcohol sector. Starting up, we have United Spirits, a true market leader with iconic brands like Johnny Walker, McDonald's, and Royal Challenge. It has a very strong brand loyalty and a diversified portfolio that appeals to a different price point from premium to affordable. Now, coming to the fundamentals, although the top line growth or sales in the past 10 years has almost been flattish or very little growth, what's interesting is the growth in the bottom line and how have they maintained their operating margins. From reporting a loss of 1600 crore to massive profit of 1400 crore shows that company is focusing on margin and sustainability. You can see from the graph the net profit is increasing year on year and operating margins are also rising. One more point which I like to put out is the increasing EPS, which shows that the investors are able to make money. Overall, good cash flow, negligible debt, and good ROE ROC shows a fundamentally strong company. Now, second up, we have United Breweries. Again, a very dominant company in the beer market with flagship brands like Kingfisher and Hennessy. A solid fan base ensures consistent demand even during market volatility. Now, let's take a look at the fundamentals. The sales growth is impressive in the last 10 years, which is a positive for the company. From a 4,500 crore sales, it has reached to 8,500 crore sales, almost doubling its revenue in 10 years. Its extensive distribution network across India has enabled it to maintain a dominant position in the industry. You can see from the graph, continuously the sales has been rising. But the red flag is that company is not able to defend its margin. and the profits is not increasing as the sales is. The stock is clearly overpriced. EPS is also stagnant and the PE looks very expensive. Declining operating margins shows inefficiencies in operations, which is a red flag as compared to its competitors. Next, we have Radico Khaitan, known for Magic Moments vodka and 8 p.m. etc., is gaining momentum in the premium spirits category, tapping into the changing consumer preferences. The company's fundamental looks much better as there is a consistent sales growth. The company has risen from 1400 crore sales to almost 5000 crore sales, meaning 5 times the revenue in 10 years. You can see the top line growth in the table and the graph as well. The company is showing increase in profits as well. CAGR of profit stands at 23%, which is showcasing a good growth. Margins are also decent, and the company is able to defend it over long term. You can argue that the PE is very high and is overvalued, but with increasing PE, the EPS is also increasing, which means that the investors is able to earn more with the increase in price and showing even more potential and trust. Last up we have Allied Blenders and Distilleries, known for making Officer's Choice whiskey and Sterling Reserve, which targets the affordable segment. It competes in heavily rural area and price sensitive market. Take a look at the fundamentals. The sales is pretty much constant and there is not any significant growth in profits as well. But the operating margins is decreasing and I think it is a red flag in this industry. Although the company's scale of sales is significantly lower as compared to its competitors and is listed recently only, it still targets a niche segment and have a good customer base in military canteens and premium segment. But the struggles in maintaining profits and declining EPS is highlighting something else on the balance sheet. Feel free to pause the video and see the comments and the graphs on the slide. Now, one very interesting small cap company which is doing really great in this sector is Sula Vineyards. As I said, wine is a smaller segment, but it is expanding year on year, which can be seen in Sula Vineyards fundamentals. The company changed its business model and focused on premiumization and cost control, which is clearly visible in operating margins. The top line may be increasing at a smaller rate, but the company turned 15 crore loss to an 85 crore profit in 5 years. You can see profits and margins are increasing and the EPS is also increasing, which hints that it is making money for the investors. The company's ability to efficiently manage cost and scale operations, even in a niche market, is seen in operating margins, increasing from 10 to 29% over the last 5 years. Although it's a small cap, but if someone is bullish for wine market and wanna take a bet, Sula can be a good take in long term. Here, I'm presenting the holding patterns of FIIs and DIIs, along with the changes in their holdings over time. I've also included some key observation based on this data. You can pause to review and analyze it in detail. From a technical perspective, the chart reveals bullish pattern in two stocks. First, we have United Spirits, trading at an all-time high despite a downtrend in the broader market, indicating strong resilience and potential to sustain its bullish trend as the market recovers. Second up, Radico Khaitan, exhibiting a classic bullish structure with the higher highs and higher lows, following a prolonged 10 months consolidation phase. This positions itself as a promising long-term bet. You can pause the slide to review and analyze the chart in details. Wrapping up the video, let's discuss the key risk associated with alcohol sector. Starting up, advertisement restrictions. The alcohol industry faces strict advertising restrictions, limiting its ability to promote products directly. Companies often resort to indirect methods like branding soda water or music CDs to maintain visibility. Second is increasing taxes in high regulation. The sector is heavily regulated, with frequent increase in excess duty and taxes. A significant portion of the revenue is directed towards tax, which directly impacts profitability. Third, health concerns. The adverse health effects of alcohol consumption, such as liver damage, addiction, and long-term illness remains a pressing concern. Awareness campaigns and societal pressure against alcohol consumption are steadily increasing. However, despite the risk, I remain cautiously optimistic about this sector. Alcohol holds cultural and recreational significance, and consumer demand tends to remain steady even during price hike and regulatory pressures. Disclaimer: I want to emphasize that this analysis is purely financial and strategic. By no means am I encouraging or promoting alcohol consumption. This presentation is intended only for educational and analytical purposes. So, that's the end of the video. I've tried to cover everything from industry analysis and fundamentals to a small cap hidden gem, technical, and the risk associated with this sector. Feel free to share your thoughts, suggestions, or let me know what kind of content you'd like to see here in the future. This is my first time creating something like this, and I'm still learning. So, any feedback is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe and follow for more such content. Thank you for staying till the end and giving your time. I truly appreciate it. See you in the next one.